The new segment is called the DELULU of the week, where I feature delusional women who I would say the majority of Western women nowadays are, but this one has a lot packed in this one video, which we'll go over in a second. But I also wanted to show you guys just her TikTok account. Now, it says Alpha Female Code. That's her username here, which already, right, if you're an alpha female, you already should struggle in this world in every single way. The only type of men who would even consider and be attracted to an alpha female are simps, beta males. But the problem is this: alpha females, they usually want men who are alpha and more alpha than them. And of course, alpha male go, I don't want to put up with this shit. You know what I mean? I'm an alpha male. I want a submissive traditional woman. And therefore, that's probably why she has so much time on her hands making, look how many videos. Like, if you want a library of everything delulu that Western women have come up with over the last 5 to 10 years, you can just go over her library right here and you will see almost every single one of them neatly organized. So all right, well, let's get started, because this is what, a 22-second video that's has so much more poison that you've paid for. It's a bargain. All right, ready?
Men need to understand something.
All right.
Women today are no longer afraid
Already,
of being.
sorry. Already, I can tell you that's not a good start, right? A woman in her 40s, I'm assuming,
No
average
longer
woman in her
afraid
40s,
of being alone.
is trying to women-splain something to us. Now, she is definitely a candidate for a woman who would absolutely hate when men-splain stuff to her. And believe you me, she needs a lot of stuff to be men-splained if you've seen her other TikTok videos or just this one. But no, she's going to tell us for some reason, like we're interested in what she has to say. She's going to tell us how the world goes around. So, okay, fine, let's hear.
Something. Women today are no longer afraid of being alone.
Yeah, and she's right. And it's mainly women in their 20s and 30s who are not afraid of being alone, but women of her age are very much afraid of becoming alone. That's why I feature so many videos of those women on this channel. Now, it seems like she is not afraid yet. Maybe some cats and antidepressants have delayed that epiphany, but she will be, because that is just how the world goes around. And by the way, just because you're not afraid of something doesn't mean that you should just go ahead and do it. There are some people who are not afraid of eating gas station sushi. And yet, when you walk into the gas station's little store, there it is, because people still buy it. And that's why God invented Pepto-Bismol. But in this case, it's just such a humongous fallacy. Oh, we're not afraid to do it. Well, you're stupid. You're just stupid, and you're going to pay the price for it into your 40s and definitely into your 50s.
We're afraid of being drained, dismissed, and disrespected.
Now, it's kind of funny that she says that, because usually it's men who say that. It's usually men who experience that, right? Now, if you're a woman and if you've come across good men and you chose good men in your life, you will not be dismissed or disrespected. That's not what good men do. So the fact that it sounds like it happened a lot to her only speaks about her choices in men. And she thinks that all Western women experience this, which I submit to you is bullshit. And this is why the segment is called the DELULU of the week, because this is all a delusional way of looking at actual reality.
We're no longer staying in half-assed relationships just for the sake of optics.
That's another way to say things that are not really true. I don't know too many people, women or men, who stay in relationships for the sake of optics. A lot of women, I think, stay in a relationship for the sake of being afraid of being lonely, not for the sake of optics. And the reason men half-ass their relationships is because a lot of times men use relationships as a way to just get laid on a regular basis, because most modern women do no longer offer anything beyond that. And even now, a lot of men, a lot of Western men are walking away, and just like we talked in the previous segment, choosing AI over women like that.
So if you want to have access to today's women,
We don't. We do not want access to today's women. This is why so many men are choosing AI girlfriends. So many men are deciding to walk away and just not deal with women at all. This is why there are so many women, as somebody in the chat room mentioned, so many men are walking to the brothels. And that's why the more and more men do what I have done, which is get the fuck out of America or any other Western country and come to Southeast Asia, where I'm at, or South America and a few other countries in Europe to get the fuck away from women like this, which is already, trust me, a treat, but also give ourselves a chance to have many different options for different types of relationships and including marriage. So it actually doesn't really add up.
you need to evolve past your entitlement and patriarchal conditioning.
Now, this is, I love this. Now, not only she's delusional about reality, but she's also gaslighting all of us, including other women. And we're going to get to that. There's a connection between what she just said in the comment of the day. She's gaslighting everybody, including women. And she essentially is saying how, oh, it's the men who are entitled, where really in reality, it is the women who are the most entitled because men allowed that, right? As you guys know, if you watched me for more than 15 minutes, you know that I blame men for what's been going on with the dating and relationships in America, in Western countries. And honestly, it's kind of leaking in to here, Southeast Asia as well. Just in the last couple of years, I can report to you, things have gone downhill a little bit. That's for sure. Now, of course, women like her love to complain about patriarchal society, right? Even though she's sitting there in a nicely air-conditioned room in a building that's built and everything else provided and built for her by mainly men, right? Even the fact that she's not being stabbed right now is because mainly men provide the security by different law enforcement agencies, including police and fire. Like just all of a sudden there's a problem with this, right? Well, I don't see her uh, applying for jobs on the oil rigs or in the army. She just likes sitting here in her nice bedroom with her nice oversized glasses and bitch and complain about it. And by the way, these are also the women who complain that men don't pay, for dinners or drinks and so forth. So all this bullshit is as, oh, patriarchy, it's only for the show, right? This is why these women are not only delusional. I don't even know, is hypocrisy part of the package that delusion kind of has for you, but it's definitely has been the same. So this video, the reason I picked this video is essentially why things have just basically crushing down on everybody is because women who are not very good looking, already kind of expired, 15-20 years past their prime as potential girlfriends and wife, still bitch and complain and preach to other women how, you have to have higher standards for men. It's the men who are entitled, and we're tired of that. It's once again blaming men. But when you ask these same women, what do you have to offer? By the way, every man should ask that. I've already made a video about it, probably more than once. What do they have to offer besides sex, which again is a commodity that is not as valued anymore because you can purchase it very easily. And I'm here in Bangkok, Thailand, so it's not a problem at all. As a matter of fact, it's just a money and time saving exercise. These women have nothing to say, absolutely nothing to say, and that's why it's important to ask. If you want to ditch modern women and move abroad for more traditional relationships, go to themillionmanproject.com, take my most comprehensive course, and change your life.